Well, I'm at work still. Decided to make a video. I wanted to say something about, well, I guess to the black community in some respects. So first, the big piece that you need to think about is I want anyone that is American in general to know their history. But I think it's even more so that the black community needs to learn their history. And what I mean is, first of all, ignore all these stupid idiots on both sides of the aisle, honestly. Ignore them, and you do the research yourself. So I'll make it simple for you. First person I'm telling you to go look up a guy named Frederick Douglass. Go look at what he did. Go look at who he was. Now keep in mind, after you do that, Antifa in that side had you tearing down a statue of this man. And you'll understand where my problem is with people like that. Because when you tear down history, you're doomed to repeat it. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to tear down the history so you're not thinking about it. Implement a new system. And you'll see. If you go look at Frederick Douglass and then think about the fact that they had you tear this guy's statue down. Think about it. This dude was absolutely amazing. And they had you tear down a statue. Eventually, they're going to try to get you to tear down an MLK statue. Eventually, they're going to try. Understand, MLK would be facing cancel culture right now. He was strongly Christian, strongly conservative. Go look at the founders and original starters of the Republican Party. See, the people that don't want you to look into this, that's the people you don't need to be associating with. I'm telling you to think for yourself. What you do and don't do, none of my freaking concern. But I'm trying to reach out to you to get you to look. Just look. That's all I want you to do. The Republican Party was a lot of it. I mean, we always call it the Lincoln Party or something like that. But let's face it. It was really more of the black party when it was founded. It was a majority of black conservative men. So you got to think about that. I'm just trying to tell you, you should go look at your history. You know, the black conservative. If you've never even heard of Black Wall Street, go look up Black Wall Street. You got all these, you know, people like Snoop and stuff like that. They talk about big ballin' and all that, all the money they got. Ain't nothing compared to what Black Wall Street was. Black Wall Street was a rival to actual Wall Street. And guess who tore it down? The same people that just had you tear down a Frederick Douglass statue in Portland months ago. You see the point? You can't let these people come in and destroy your history, your heritage. It's up for you to take control. Look at the Black Panthers. They started out with a righteous cause, but became more militant. And during those times, I could see why that happened, because it was still pretty bad. But modern day, like I said, I grew up in the bad neighborhoods and stuff like that. So I know how the gay community and all that stuff is taken down there in the hood. And it's not great. It's not great. I know how y'all feel, and trust me, I felt the same way in some respects. But I also feel that they have a right to do whatever the hell they want, so whatever. They can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, as long as they ain't messing with me. I don't got no personal problems with any of them. But you're in the black community, I know those are the same people that used to get, beat up and all that stuff, because that's who outside the black community was. That was looked down upon. And the people benefiting from you, Black Lives Matter, the organization, not the movement, all you're doing is funding that. You're funding the LGBT and stuff like that. Why would you want to do that? You're fighting for their rights, not black rights. Go look at BLM's site. Go look at where Antifa takes you. You're not fighting for black rights. And you want me to make even more of an argument? Look at Joe Biden. Oh, they Black Lives Matter, and all this stuff like that. What's the first thing he did when he got in there? Ignored Black Lives Matter. He ignored Black Lives Matter. Wouldn't even meet with them. I can tell you right now, if we get up to Sacramento, if you march peacefully and you do things right, I'll come out there and listen to what you got to say. Again, I'll double back to, I'm not going to defund the police, but we can make some kind of positive changes. But I'll come out there. I promise you I'll listen. I'm not going to listen to Antifa, but I'll listen to Black Lives Matter and hear what y'all got to say. And we can come. But I'm only going to listen to Black Lives Matter, the movement, not the organization. Because they don't stand for black lives. They don't stand for black lives. And that makes me so sick that they're using the black community. They're using the black community. Some of the best people I've met came out of the black community, and you're using them. And that really makes me sick. And I promise you, I'll do everything I can to fight for the black community if we get up there. Not going to fight for Antifa. Not going to fight for your organization. But I will do what I can to help the black community. Stay good, stay safe out there. And like I said, Just do your research, and you'll see.